Hey guys, it's Sim, and this is Pro Wrestling Unlimited, as we are actually live on Twitch right now. Twitch.tv/PWUnlimited. Take two. And Nick's camera actually looks better this time as well. So, hey, it's all a positive. I'm fucking up and making things actually work better.
That'll do it to you.
But with that, like I said, we're here on Twitch, twitch.tv/PWUnlimited. We're getting things moving, flowing, shaking here on Twitch. Almost got it to that affiliate level where we can start making money. Because I told you guys, that's why we're moving to Twitch. Because YouTube, live chat, or live stuff ain't doing dick. Nick, what's going on?
Hi, what's going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing good today. Today, Tuesday, 14th. Welcome. I'm glad we're on Twitch now, man. I talked about it last week. I'm going to say it back again. Twitch, a lot better than YouTube, especially when it comes to their live stuff. And their support's a lot better. L Super's here, Nick Alto's here. Get a different name. That's my name. My name's Nick. You know what I've taken for super granted lately? And I was just talking to my dad about it. What happened here? Nice, man. Nice. You know what I've been really taking for granted lately? My dad was asking me, like, if I watched any TV shows, like cable TV shows. And I was like, no, I don't. I don't think I've ever watched cable TV since I was maybe 11. Well, I'm not saying ever. He was saying lately. Have you? What I'm saying is, like, I don't watch. Like, I don't watch. I don't watch. Apparently, you're muted on stream, kiddo. Yeah, you're muted on stream.
I know, because I was trying to fix my camera.
Gotcha. So I don't watch a lot of cable TV because I'm so used to Netflix and Hulu, especially Hulu for like cable TV shows. I could just watch the next day on Hulu.
Well, that's still technically watching cable shows.
No, but I'm not turning on a cable box. And the main thing is I'm not sitting through commercials. And I realized how, like, used to I was, which is watching Netflix and Hulu and, like, the WWE Network and, like, Crunchyroll, where I didn't have a single fucking ad when I was watching. I just straight watched a television show. Well, I'd lose my mind when I'm sitting down. I'm like, the Breaking Bad's on TV. Let me sit down and watch. I'm like 10 minutes in. I'm like, ooh, man, I'm into it now. I'm grooving. My phone's down. I'm like eating something. And then a fucking commercial comes up and I want to die.
Well, that's like, I don't watch anything outside of wrestling and NASCAR live. Yeah. Everything else is either on my bootleg Fire Stick app, which cuts the commercials out for me, or it's recorded on my Xfinity, and I fast forward the commercials. And technically, my Xfinity is streaming because I don't pay for the cable box. I just use the Roku app.
There you go. You know, I can't stand sitting, like, and they, like, TV shows know really where to put those commercials to make you think I hate everything. Like, it just sucks. It's so annoying.
What happened to your microphone? It sounds like you're on a radio.
I don't know. I don't know. You tell me, Chief, if it just, I haven't done it.
It just all of a sudden just sound like you're in a radio.
That's interesting.
Anyways.
Is it bad?
No, it's good enough.
Like passable?
I mean, yeah.
Who knows? Anyway, I definitely got used to the whole, I just don't have to sit through commercials anymore. I can just watch a show the minute a commercial pops up. If I'm like eating dinner, my parents like to watch, I don't know, this is weird for some people. My parents love to watch TV during dinner. That's the time of like, cool, I'll sit down, we'll all watch a dumb show, talk about our days. Like, we'll watch, like, Family Feud, or, like, fucking whatever. Nothing that's, like, something you have to pay attention to, something you can tune in and out of. And everyone thinks that's weird. They think it's weird that I eat dinner and watch TV with my family. But what fucks me up is if I'm not eating dinner to where I can just turn and talk to my parents and shit, if there's a commercial. If I'm like sitting in my room and I'm watching the A's game and a commercial comes on, I don't know what the fuck to do with myself. I'm so bored. I'm like, I just want to watch fucking something on TV. I don't want to watch the same fucking 4 commercials for like a shitty car I don't want, an insurance I don't fucking need, or like whatever.
Go to the general and save some time.
God damn it, if Shaq tries to sell me one more fucking Shaq-a-roni pizza, I'm gonna lose my mind!
Hey, remember, every Shaq-a-roni pizza sold, $1 donated to the Papa John's Foundation.
Damn it! Oh my god. Do you remember when like you were younger and like all you did was watch TV because it was a TV and we're kids?
Yeah.
And you memorized commercials, like you knew like, it's the fucking Guy Cooker, it's the General commercials.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness!
You know how many times they showed that Shaq-a-Roni commercial during Raw last night, and I bet you we're gonna see it a million times during fucking AEW tomorrow because Shaq works for TNT.
If you guys like Shaq, I recommend listening to Aaron Carter's classic. That's how I beat Shaq.
Oh Lord, I haven't heard of that in a long time.
Oh, before anyone asks, no, I'm not an idiot. I don't have acne. I don't know how to shave anything here. I don't know how. I just got to rely on this looking good, and so I was shaving.
Here's my question: did you use an electric shaver or a razor?
I use like a razor. I use a Dollar Shave Club razor.
I use an electric razor when I shave.
Respect. Are they our sponsors?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't use the same one for my balls on my face.
I don't know if they make face ones. Do they not make face trimmers?
No, they got. Well, I mean, technically, the lawnmower is an all-body trimmer, and now they have the weed whacker. They got the weed whacker for your nose and ears.
That's aggressive. We actually have wrestling topics for those of you that still think we're a wrestling podcast.
That we do. We will talk about Impact Wrestling this weekend. We're going to talk about a little bit of the horror show at Extreme Rules this weekend.
What the fuck does it mean?
And we'll also talk about Kevin Owens wanting to go back to NXT when the time is right.
And also, if we have time before the end of the show, if not, we can always save it. Because I know we're going to do a stream. We're going to be streaming every single day 1 week.
This week, Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. So maybe we can say this as like a supplemental talk for Thursday.
We're going 10 days in a row, ladies and gents, on Twitch.
Straight. We want to talk about the free agents. All those.
Well, that's what I meant with. That's why I said Impact, because a lot of them are rumored for Impact.
Oh, I thought that was going to be like its own thing. I didn't think we were going to talk about that. Oh, well, fuck it. Yeah, we'll do that. Then fuck it. Fuck whatever I say. Let's talk about it. Tim.
So we got some people here in the live chat.
No, we don't. We've never had anyone.
We've got Arm Week. We've got Nick Alto, El Supermex, Sean Cook, Broken King Slender, Eric, Jimmy Too Sweet, Sin Saturday, Hannah Hahuin. I hope I said that right. Gomez, Rise on Wrestling, Red Barreled. I think I said that right. Barreled. And so many more of you.
Hannah over here hit me with the. I think it sounds like that because Nick doesn't have a cover on his mic. No. It's not.
It's just like something that all of a sudden happened. He was fine before.
Do you want it? Like I can.
Yeah, plug it back in.
Hello. Is that better?
Sounds the same.
Well, we'll figure it out later.
Okay, it's not bad. It's just a little.
Different. Oh, dude. Dude, what's that username? Hot Rod Bubba. That's so sweet. He's doing good, man. I'm taking a video so I can send that to him. He's doing good. That's cool. I'm glad people remembered the one time he came on.
Oh, it says Kai. I read it as Cal and was confused.
I read it as Cal too, and then I was like, wait a minute, let me think with my brain.
Yeah.
So fun fact, I swear we'll talk about wrestling. I don't know if you were like this too, but if I'm ever handwriting something, capital and lowercase mean fucking nothing to me anymore. They don't mean shit to me. I will uppercase like an A in the middle of a sentence, but like lowercase.
It's like I know people that write in cursive, and their cursive is like both uppercase and lowercase. And then because I'm a retarded person and don't know how to read cursive good anyways, I get all kinds of confused because I'm used to them like, oh, that should be a lowercase of this. Nope, that doesn't look right.
Mm-hmm. I can't read spaghetti, so I don't write lowercase.
I could barely read cursive if it's written right anyways. Like someone will write me something in cursive, and I'm like, huh? Can you just read that to me?
Yeah, I can't read spaghetti, man. That's way too hard.
So, speaking of this weekend, we got 2 pay-per-views this weekend. We're going to be reviewing them both here on Twitch, twitch.tv/PWUnlimited. First one we've got is Impact Wrestling Slammiversary, and I'm actually kind of excited to see what's going to happen at this show. I was told that Impact's throwing everything at this and trying to make this one of the best shows they've ever done, not just from like an in-ring kind of deal, but also from more of a, we want to get people talking even after the show. Like, holy crap, did you see who showed up? Or, holy crap, did you see that outcome? And I've heard a couple of things. I'm not going to say one of them because it may not be happening now because of somebody's status. And I'm not talking about...
Who I think it is?
I don't know.
Think it might be? Is it my favorite Twitch streamer? My favorite Twitch streamer?
I don't know.
Is it Miro?
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus Christ, I didn't want to say it.
That's what I thought you were talking about, but I didn't want to say it because, well, okay, so.
Well, you. That's why I was trying to get you.
I'm just gonna say it. Fuck it. So the main event of Impact Wrestling Slammiversary is a title match for the vacant. Is a title match for the vacant world title. We've got Trey Miguel, we've got Eddie Edwards, we've got Ace Austin, and a mystery partner. Well, I was told that mystery partner is most likely going to be none other than old Miro, or mystery opponent. But he actually stated on Twitch over the last couple of days they tested positive for the coronavirus.
It's toughy wuffy.
So it's kind of iffy if you can show up now this weekend at the show. And here's the thing. He said he tested positive, but he didn't say how long ago he tested positive or if he's gotten another test and just haven't gotten the results back yet or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe he still lives in Nashville. Sheamus lives in Nashville. Sheamus has not been on WWE programming because, well, he's got to be kept off of. I don't know exactly what's going on with Sheamus, but they ain't keeping Sheamus off of programming unless it was, for a specific reason. Also, Lana's family has all tested positive. So that's why Lana's been out because
fucking hearts to her, man.
Well, she updated her mom did go home, I think either last night or today, so that's good.
Ooh,
but
thank goodness.
So I don't know if I don't want to say this, but I don't know if Sheamus has tested positive or he's just been around people that has, like Rusev.
Yeah, say that again. You don't know if that is true. Right. That is a guess.
And because Rusev, I believe they still have I know they bought a house in L.A. I believe they still have their house in Nashville. Sheamus lives in Nashville. I know when Lana and Rusev were living in Nashville full time, they were always together, always hanging out together, posting stuff on social media and whatnot. So I don't know, but Rusev looks good because he was on Twitch yesterday working out.
Oh, he works out on Twitch?
So he literally said, I'm at home and I was going to do my workout. But then I thought, why not stream it and actually make the workout worth it? Because then someone may actually get something out of it and learn something that they didn't know about.
That's different the kind workouts. Of shit where, like, I guarantee you, like, no one would have thought Rusev is that nice of a dude who's like, let me share my fucking workout with.
Because he was like on there and he was like talking to people and people were asking him questions about different workouts and he was like, yeah, I don't like this workout, so I adapted that to because I guess he's got a bad back and he's like, I don't like this workout because it messes up my back. But I've changed it up to where I do this instead, and it works for me. And he was just like, I hope other people learn that if there's a workout you don't like or doesn't work for you, you can always find a million other workouts that work out the same body part that'll work for you. And he was just, I didn't watch it long. I only watched for like 15 minutes or something like that. Until he finally he was doing this one where he's like standing over the bar with weights on it, and he's like lifting it up in front of him kind of deal. Mm-hmm. And he's like, let's see how this looks from behind. So he's just got the camera on his ass, and he just goes, oh man, look at those legs. I've got great legs.
I can't wait for the Miro OnlyFans to happen.
But yeah, so I had heard that he may be showing up this weekend. Impact really, after today's show, put it in your mind that mystery person is going to be a former world champion because they did two different video packages.
They keep saying that. Former world.
They did two video packages today on the show. One in the middle and one at the very, very, very end after you thought the show was already over. Like they showed the whole Impact usually ends with whatever it is, and then it says Impact Wrestling. It's got this cool graphic, and then it just fades out and it's done. Well, it does the cool graphics as Impact Wrestling, but then it ran the commercial again that it's been running, but it was different this time because it runs the commercial. And then it says, we already know that a former world champion will be showing up this Saturday at Slammiversary. But is he coming alone? And then we see somebody with a contract that says Slammiversary on it, and they fold it up. They put it in an envelope. Walk over to a FedEx mailbox. Put the envelope in the FedEx mailbox. Scott D'Amore then receives the FedEx package, opens it up, checks to see if it's signed. You don't know who it's from because you can't tell who the person is. And he goes, ha ha. Slammiversary just got a whole lot better. And then the show finally goes off the air.
That's so dumb. That's so cheesy.
And from everything we've heard, Gallows and Anderson have basically already signed, so they should be there on Saturday.
Fucking really?
Yeah.
Man, I didn't see that coming. I really didn't.
They're both really close with Scott D'Amore. Scott D'Amore is the one that suggested them become a tag team.
I mean, yeah, respect.
Because Gallows was working for Impact. Scott D'Amore then said, hey, go to New Japan and team up with this Carl Anderson guy. He's great. He put them to. He basically implemented the idea of putting them together.
That's true. I don't know. Mr. Seattle. Hold on. Mr. Seattle 206 says Impact making moves.
They're trying to, at least.
They've subtly. Is that the word subtly?
Yes.
Subtly, however you say it. They're quietly have been making moves for the last maybe year or so, a little bit over a year.
Or about a round.
They've been really like been doing a lot of shit that people hear about, and then the only thing is you never see a lot of Impact stuff last for very long.
Correct.
You see them talked about as soon as it happens and it's huge and like, oh, they signed these big names. And then a couple months go by and it's just like, who cares?
Don Callis basically teased Carl Anderson the other day. He did a podcast with Jimmy Jacobs, and they're talking, and all of a sudden he like smacks his chest, and Jimmy Jacobs is like, "What's wrong?" He goes, "Oh, we got a lot of mosquitoes down here in Georgia. The only way we can get rid of them is with a machine gun."
I think there's better ways to get rid of mosquitoes than a gun.
But do you get it?
Yeah, I get it, but the joke was weird. I don't know.
It's Don Callis being Don Callis. He likes to use puns. He's always been like that.
I like how a real cheesy, like independent 80s film comedy he is.
Don Callis? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, especially with the like, Slammiversary, you got a whole, like a fucking supervillain. Like, that's funny as shit.
But,
Jimmy Too Sweet asks, wait, so who do you want to win the 4-way? Do you want one of the do you want one of the 3 guys that are in it, or whoever the mystery dude is?
I'm torn on that. I'm going to say right now, I don't watch a lot of Impact. I keep up with what's going on, but I don't watch much of the show.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, from everything that I've gathered, Trey Miguel, no. He's not a world champion type, at least not right now.
Gotcha.
Basically, Trey Miguel seems like he's only thrown in there to fuck with Ace Austin because they've been feuding.
Okay.
Because when they announced the big main event match, they said Tessa, Michael Elgin, Ace Austin, Eddie Edwards, and then Scott D'Amore's like, and one more person. And Ace Austin's like, well, who? And then Trey Miguel jumped him from behind and stuff. Jesus. Sirens are on my end.
Nice.
And so that just seemed like to me like, oh yeah, Trey Miguel ain't winning. He's just there to fuck with Ace Austin. And
what about Eddie Edwards?
Eddie Edwards, maybe. Fucking Scott D'Amore called Eddie Edwards the heart and soul of Impact Wrestling. Yeah, he's the heart and soul because he's the only guy around that's been there since like back in the day. Like it's all new people. Like if you haven't watched Impact in the last 3 years, you probably wouldn't know who 90% of the people on this show are.
I like it like that though. I like remembering Impact as the real weird, and towards the end, probably I assume a lot of people probably tuned out. What 2010-ish? A lot of people probably stopped giving a shit.
AJ left in 2013, so maybe around then.
Okay, so we'll say 2013. You come back now in 2020, and it's a complete like new logo, new faces. You know, you got some familiar people to still keep you kind of interested, but you got all these new people that you could be introduced to now. And I think that's I think Impact, it took them so long to get out of the fucking, like how Major League Baseball teams, like the A's, for years when they traded all those really good players and they called it a rebuilding phase.
Oh, yeah.
You're building up your farm system. You're building up the next couple years of players. So in 3 years, you've got these really great developed young people. And I think that's what Impact's done. I think they have just gotten a lot of really.
Oh yeah, they've gotten a lot of guys, and I feel like they're doing it almost in the same way as AEW, but because they're not on as big of a level as AEW, it's not being recognized as much.
Definitely, I think a lot of people would love someone like I saw Chris Bay wrestle live. I think a lot of people would love him.
Oh yeah, he's facing Willie Mack for the X Division title this weekend.
Yeah. That's going to be, honestly, if you guys haven't watched Impact in a while, if you guys fucking don't know who Chris Bay is, watch that match. Just find a way to watch it.
Willie Mack is great.
Willie Mack's fantastic. Motherfucker, What am I saying? I watched fucking Willie Mack, Tessa Blanchard, a local tag team to the LA area, Chris Bay, a lot of TNA people, TNA Impact people, at that bar wrestling show.
Well, yeah, because Impact lets their guys, used to let their guys work all the bar shows and stuff because Joey Ryan was signed to Impact, and so he was just like, hey, who can I get? Who's not, working?
Yeah. I think Impact's done a really good job of that. I just worry that when these, I say new guys, but like when the returning people like Gallows and Anderson come back, and if EC3 goes,
so they're teasing a shit ton of people. They're teasing
damn near everyone.
Not just everybody recently released from WWE, more people too. They're teasing Heath Slater, because in the video package they show a bunch of kids. So they've shown that for Heath Slater.
That's what that meant? I never knew what that meant.
Yeah. They're showing a Bulgarian flag for Rusev. The new video today at the very end quickly shows a Japanese flag. I don't know who that's supposed to be for. They show Gallows. They show Anderson. They show EC3. They're not showing Spud anymore because he re-signed with WWE. They show Mike and Maria. But then when they say a former world champion is coming, they're showing fucking Kurt Angle, EY, James Storm, Sting. They're showing anybody and everybody. That's and the weird thing is you would think they're showing people that aren't signed anywhere, but then they're showing James Storm, who signed to NWA. We don't know what's going on with them right now, though.
Yo, I'm trying to think who that Japanese flag would be for.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is if they're trying to be clever and making people think it's Kairi Sane, because everyone keeps saying that Kairi Sane's leaving WWE to go back to Japan.
I swear to God, if Kairi Sane showed up on an Impact television,
But she can't leave to go to Impact.
I know that.
If WWE sends her back to Japan, it's going to be still under WWE terms because her contract's not up. Plus, last night, if you didn't watch Raw Talk, they basically teased Kairi versus Asuka for the title eventually.
God, she did a great job on that fucking recorder. I can play hot cross buns on that thing. So that thing sucked ass. Why did every fucking elementary schooler need to do that? Bullshit.
I don't know if I did recorder in elementary school. I know I played the drums.
I don't know why music was a forced unit to kids.
I know in my kids' school, music is sit around in a circle. Well, at least my daughter was only in first grade. It's sit around in a circle. The music teacher comes in with her guitar and they do sing along stuff.
That's cool. That's a music class. That's cute. You learn keys and shit. You learn how to sing on key and all that.
You know, the farmer in the dale, hi ho the dairy-o, the farmer in the dale.
What the actual fuck are you singing?
You don't know that song?
No, the only song I remember from my youth.
Down by the bay where the watermelon grow. Back to my home. I dare not go.
I think that was my brother got that. I didn't really have music class growing up in elementary school, but
well, I also was in elementary school 10 years before you?
Very true. In elementary school in PE, we did square dancing.
We did that one.
So I danced to a lot of like "Shoe Fly, Don't Bother Me." Oof, that song is engraved in my fucking memory, and it's not in a good way.
But if I had to choose, who I want,
yeah, you're correct, man.
Going back to Impact, if I was trying to choose who I wanted to win that main event, I mean, if it can be Rusev or Miro, maybe him.
Yeah, I would say I would say
him or Eddie Edwards.
I want the mystery person to win.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think it's going to, because they're going to think the mystery person comes in, shock and awe, wins the title on his first night. Oh my God, everyone's talking about it.
Yeah. Even if it's a guy like Eric Young, I'm going to be happy to see Eric Young being at the top of a food chain again, where I think he's really good. I haven't seen him wrestle in a minute, so I don't know how his wrestling's been lately, but I have always
he hasn't wrestled for WWE even more than twice in the last year. 6 months.
I think he's a really, really great wrestler. I really loved when he surprised Joe in NXT that one time. Oh, that was so cool, bro.
Remember when he was women's tag team champions with ODB?
I do remember that. Remember ODB?
So, Eric Young last wrestled on March 9th.
Jeez.
On main event. He did a match a month on main event.
Nice.
He got beat by Aleister Black in a minute on Raw in February.
Shocker.
The last match he won in WWE was December 9th, 2019 on Main Event. He beat No Way Jose.
No way, Jose.
And the following week, in a dark match after Raw, he lost to Titus O'Neil.
That's so tough, bro.
You know what Jericho said about Titus O'Neil this week?
What's that?
That he's one of the stiffest guys and hurt the crap out of him when he wrestled him because he's kind of careless.
Shit.
He said Titus O'Neil just throws you around.
Shit. I'm gonna go watch some Titus O'Neil matches now and see if I can see that, if I can point that out. Goodness gracious.
Yeah,
what else
basically was like Titus O'Neil just threw you around. But I mean,
I may have to dip in like 5 minutes because I really haven't consumed a bit of food today.
Gotcha. The other thing about Impact, is Deonna Purrazzo is challenging for the Knockouts Championship against your favorite,
Jordan.
Yep, Jordan Grace.
Nice. It's gonna be fun.
They're building that up really well. They did a contract signing on tonight's show, and they did the whole thing where like Deonna Purrazzo's the heel or whatever, and she signs the contract. She's like, "I'm better than you. I'm more elegant and this and that, blah blah blah." And then Jordan was like, "Oh, you'll see what happens at the pay-per-view, and you'll also see what happens right now." And she takes her head and just smacks it right on the table.
They also do a really good job.
The funny thing was Jimmy Jacobs was there as the moderator, and he's sitting in this desk chair, and Jordan stands up and literally just pushes Jimmy Jacob in his chair, and his chair like backs up against the wall, and she's like, "Watch out, Jimmy." He was kind of funny because he just like slides back and smacks the wall.
I hope Slammiversary is a big success, and I actually am excited to.
From the way the card looks, most of the matchups are actually like really good matchups. Like I said, we've got the main event. We've got Chris Bay and Willie Mack, which should be really, really good. The weird one, though, which I think actually could be pretty good, the North is being challenged for the tag titles by Ken Shamrock and Sami Callihan.
I hope they win.
Then there's a big battle royal for the women to become the new number one contender there. And then a bunch of other matches. I don't know the exact card. I'll have a preview on Saturday morning.
Yeah. Hey, I want to give a quick little message to our friends here. Tim, do you think we'll hit our little 3-hour thing that we need to hit by, let's just say the 20th? That's a Monday.
Oh, we'll have it done by the end of, if not before the Extreme Rules stream.
Okay. So we're gonna try something for a GCW pay-per-view in the coming weeks. By the way, what, 2 weeks I think that show is?
I don't know, I haven't looked. The one that Lawler's on? Is that the Black Label Pro one or no?
That's a Black Label Pro one.
I know the one Lawler's on, but is that the one you're talking about?
No, I don't think so.
Gotcha. Yeah, I could just...
it's like a 2-day event. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we might do some form of a watch-along here on Twitch. And I'm really excited for that, because I know that's something we really wanted to do on YouTube, but YouTube's dog-ass.
Homecoming weekend?
Yes.
25th.
24th and 25th? It's a 2-day event.
Is it a Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah, I believe so.
Because on Fight, it just says starts on the 25th. And the 25th is Saturday.
Of course, my Twitter isn't loading right now, because why would Twitter load when I actually need it to?
And the poster has Homicide.
So July 25th and July 26th, Saturday the 25th, Sunday the 26th, both will be on Fight. And I really want to watch it with you guys, because I have been preaching fucking GCW and wrestling so much, and there's a match that I'm looking forward to with Shalek and Nick Gage. And if you guys know Nick Gage, you guys know Shalek, you guys know that like these two dudes are hardcore wrestlers.
Right.
So when you think like, oh, hardcore wrestlers are going to fight, that's going to be a lot of fun. And then I looked at Shalek's Twitter, and he quote tweeted the tweet for GCW about like, oh, like this is the match at Homecoming. Shalek quote tweets and says, "This is going to feel way worse on your body and the minds of your loved ones than the 5-year bid you did. I hope you're stab proof."
Fuck.
This is going to be fucking insane. And I would love for not only you guys to see my immediate reactions, but I want to know what your guys' reactions to that are. Because wrestling's fucking fun as shit, and I think GCW's a prime example of that.
I think you just fixed your microphone.
I didn't do anything but slam on my goddamn desk just now. We're gonna be watching it live here. Obviously, we won't have the fucking
stream
up, but you guys will. We'll make sure we have a way for you guys.
For I think the full weekend package is only $20.
It's only $20, and I'm sure we have some kind of fight link, right? Some fight thing.
I got you.
Yeah, let's hit them up. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. Real Barrett says a lot of YouTubers who stream have been coming to Twitch as of recently. Yeah, it's because Twitch is like the bomb.
Because so as I've been saying, the reason we moved over to Twitch is to try to make more money with our live streams, and as I've been preaching to you guys, Twitch is owned by Amazon. So if you have Amazon Prime, then you have Twitch Prime, which means you can subscribe to people on Twitch absolutely free, one streamer a month, and you can give that to us. That's money in our pockets that comes from you. You show us your support, and it doesn't cost you any extra, especially if you're already paying for Amazon Prime. Mm-hmm. So Nick, I got a question for you before you have to go.
Yeah, for sure. Hit me. I just got the text that my food's ready too.
Eye for an eye. What are your thoughts?
I'll give you guys my thoughts before I take off. The Eye for an Eye match, I think, is a dumb name. I think it'll be a fine match because it is a wrestling match between Hall of Fame fucking wrestler Rey Mysterio and extremely good young Seth Rollins. Like, it's going to be a fine match. These two dudes are going to be okay. I'm very tired and annoyed of the dumb stipulations. I get you got to do what you got to do in the fucking pandemic world. With fucking making sure you're getting your views and shit.
Well, I don't even think that's a pandemic thing. I think that could have been a thing even if we were running normal.
No, I guarantee you if we're running normal, we're not getting a fucking eye for an eye match at the horror show at Extreme Rules.
Hey, you never fucking know. Seth Rollins was this god-awful messiah before the pandemic started.
Where am I going? I'm going to go eat dinner because I haven't eaten food in 2 days. Why did I stop doing the wrestling reviews? Because I work a full-time job outside of this podcast as well because I need to pay for bills. But I have Tuesdays off, and I have this weekend off for purposes for this podcast. But I'm sure it's going to be a good match. I just wish they didn't have the dumb, stupid stipulation. And if someone gets their eye actually ripped out, like physically, an eye gets removed from someone's fucking body.
The rumor is that it might be a cinematic match. So then you could see somebody with special effects get their eye pulled out and then show up with an eye patch. But I feel like it's going to be Seth winning. And then, Ray's not under contract right now. So maybe this is the way to write Ray off of television so he can leave.
That's very true.
And so then, because Ray lost one eye. Or were you the one that said Ray should just come in with the full sleeve mask over his head so no one can even get to his eyes?
Yes, that's exactly what I said. I said he should wear a mask. His normal mask, but just put mesh over the eyes.
He's already got it over one.
Yeah, you're fucked. You're fucked. Just make the other one clear so you can see Seth is fucked. There's no way. Anyway, I'm going to go eat my dinner, folks. I don't know if Tim's going to stay live for a little bit longer.
I got one more topic.
Yeah, so he's going to stay live for a little bit longer. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for half an hour. Love you guys very much. You can follow me on Twitter at ArmWeek21. He'll tell you where you can follow all our regular social media bullshit. Bye, folks. I love you guys. See you later. Later, Tim.
Have a good one. All right, so let's switch over here. I got one other topic I wanted to talk about. I want to talk about, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens spoke with a CBS Sports, and I'm going to bring up his quote here. Kevin Owens basically said that he wants to go back to NXT. He's spoken to Triple H about it, but more importantly, he's spoken to the boss man, Vince McMahon, about it as well, as Kevin Owens stated the following to CBS Sports. For a while, it looked like I was going to head back to NXT. I had even discussed it with Vince McMahon and stuff like that. I was excited about it. I don't know if it would have been a long or short-term thing. I've been vocal about wanting to go back there because I'd love to help make it grow even more and help make it as big as it can get, and make it so we have 3 brands people know about. I would love for people to just be aware of NXT as they are about Raw and SmackDown. I would love to be part of that, but some decisions were made that I had to stay put on Raw and SmackDown. That's fine, but I would love the chance to go back. I talk to Triple H pretty regularly, and we bring it up once in a while. It's just all about timing. There's a lot of opportunities. The landscape of WWE is changing quite a bit through this situation, and I think it's going to keep evolving. The ideal scenario for me would be for NXT to be viewed as a third brand. And if it's not already, it's pretty close. I'd love to be part of anything. I love to contribute to SmackDown, to Raw, to NXT. I just want to go where I'm needed and try to make a difference. So basically, Kevin Owens is stating that, hey, I want to go to NXT. I want to work there with some of those guys. I think that could be really fun. And my thing is, who do you guys want to see Kevin Owens work with in NXT if he's going to eventually go down to NXT? I mean, everything is limitless. No pun intended on the new champion, Keith Lee, but that would be a good one. Kevin Owens versus Keith Lee. Another good one would be, another good one would be Kevin Owens, Tommaso Ciampa. Another good one would be Kevin Owens, Johnny Gargano. Kevin Owens, one of his best friends in the world. Hey, Adam Cole, baby. I mean, that match would be amazing. Kevin Owens versus Adam Cole. And we may be able to get that match soon if Adam Cole's coming to the main roster after losing the championship. So, I mean, there's options if Adam or Kevin Owens were to go to NXT. But like he said in this interview, some decisions were made that I had to stay put on Raw and SmackDown. I don't know what those decisions are. But, I mean, why not let Kevin Owens be Kevin 3 brands? Some of you are saying Karrion Kross. That'd not be bad. Karrion Kross for Kevin Owens would be really good as well. I think Kevin Owens can pull out a pretty darn good match with just about anybody down there in NXT. And he could probably pull a darn good match out of guys that need to learn. Guys that are not that great yet or even that good yet. So, we'll see where it all does lead to. But, I mean, Kevin Owens says he wants to go to NXT, says it's not possible right now, so we'll just have to wait and see. Just reading the chat, some of you saying, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso, Adam Cole, Karrion Kross. So I think that would be really, really fun to see if that were to ever happen. I know they sent Finn Balor back down there. Why not let Kevin Owens go down there? Kevin Owens worked War Games last year. So screw it. Put him down there a little more permanently. Gomez says Damian Priest. Yeah, maybe Damian Priest. That'd be a fun one as well. But with that was the last topic that I wanted to hit on before we do to wrap everything up. Again, I want to thank you guys for joining me here tonight to talk about some pro wrestling, just shooting the shit and talk about some wrestling with me and Nick. Thank you for joining us here on Twitch, twitch.tv/PWUnlimited. You can also follow us, remember, over there on YouTube. Search Pro Wrestling Unlimited. Follow us on Twitter at PWUnlimited. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Pro Wrestling ULTD. And also follow us on Instagram just by searching Pro Wrestling Unlimited. So with that, have a good night, guys.